kids? Welcome to Come Rant With Me, a.k.a. 525,600 Rants, a.k.a. The Circle of Rant. I'm Matt Gorman, your host, the host of Come Rant With Me. I'm here with my friend, co-producer, and engineer, David Huey Hayman.
Yo, what up, baby?
And this is Come Rant With Me. This is the podcast where we talk shit about little things in the world that piss us off. Unimportant things, mundane shit, just little things that you gotta rant about because they drive you fucking crazy. And if you don't rant about it, someone else is gonna rant about it. And then you're gonna be pissed and be like, I should have ranted about that. So that's why we rant about it. So today my guest is movie blogger and video blogger Court JARRELL. But before we get to Court, I just want to quickly talk about dog owners. So what the fuck is wrong with people who buy dogs? So I have several dogs in my neighborhood that are outside, like all day. They sit in their backyards, and when you walk by, I walk by with my dog, and they fucking bark at me the whole time I'm within eye contact. Who buys a dog and then leaves their dog outside all day and night? I don't understand. Unless your dog is a fucking Siberian Husky, it's fucking cold outside. What is your fucking Irish setter doing outside in the backyard? Like, no one's around? I just don't understand. Why do you even fucking buy a dog? What did you buy a dog for? Just because you think it looks cute and then you lock it outside in the backyard all fucking day long? Your dog doesn't like that, dude. Your dog wants to be inside chilling on the couch or in its bed. It doesn't want to be fucking outside in the backyard. I don't understand it. Plus, this dog fucking the other day hopped its fence because it was so desperate for attention and came running at me and my dog. I had to kick this dog in the head because it was fucking freaking out trying to bite my dog. But really, I think it just wanted attention. Just wanted something to do. Because it's sitting there locked up in its fucking backyard all day long. I just don't understand. I don't understand people who get dogs and then don't love them and make them part of their family. Dogs are wonderful. Take your dog into your fucking house, people. God damn it.
Wow, hot fire.
And rant. Anyway, today my guest is Court JARRELL. I've known Court for a long time through mutual friends. He's a funny guy. He loves movies, probably more than me, which is saying a lot. He fucking loves movies to the point where he reviews movies. He does a blog, a video blog on YouTube about movies. You'll see all the links in the show notes. But we get a pretty fun conversation. So have a listen to Court. Hope you like it. Peace. Yeah, that's the thing. There's so much good TV now that it's like, if it's not great and I don't love it, I'm like, go away. I'm not going to watch it if it's not something that I really want to watch, because there are so many things I really want to watch.
If it feels like a chore, you know?
Like, yeah. It's like, if it's a show that I'm like waiting for the next episode to come out, then I know that's the show. Like The Americans, I fucking love, or The Affair. We just finished the season of The Affair. That's such a good show, but anyway.
I wrote a whole, after I gave up on Gotham, I wrote a whole essay about, it's called like Stockholm Syndrome, and like why we watch shit that we straight up don't like, and I was kind of liking it to all of that, and I thought it was kind of interesting. But
cool.
It was weird. Like at one point, I just kind of said, like, why am I watching this show that just kind of makes me angry?
Yeah,
you know, it's
you get into things, and then you see their characters, and you're like, I just want to find out what's gonna happen, but it's like, but you don't care. Really, you don't care, so why fucking keep watching it?
And in this case, it's a Batman show with all of the Batman characters except for fucking Batman.
Yeah.
And they've even said, like, the show will end with Bruce putting on the cowl for the first time. Like, what kind of a cock tease is that?
Yeah.
Like,
no, that's bullshit. Anyway, let's get into it.
Right.
So Court, welcome. Thanks for coming and being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Give us one sentence who you are, what you do.
Okay, I'm Court, and I write movie reviews. I do some freelance writing as well, but I've been writing movie reviews for a few months now, and I've just launched a YouTube channel where I'm going to do video reviews and a bunch of other shit. Cooking show, The Food Court. I have a couple of musical parodies coming out at some point, so we'll see how that goes. But that's
cool.
That's me.
What's the YouTube channel called?
Court Shake.
Cool. We'll put a link in the show notes, obviously.
Sweet.
Well, if you haven't listened to the podcast, or maybe you have, you know the next segment we do is a little question and answer thing. So the idea is you may like both of these things, but you're always going to like one more than the other.
Okay.
So tell us what your preference is.
It's a real Sophie's choice.
Say a little bit about your personality.
Okay.
And tell us a little bit about you. And then after that, we'll get into your rant. So smooth or crunchy?
Smooth.
Smooth. You're a smooth man, are you? All right.
The ladies wouldn't say so, but
coupon or coupon?
Coupon.
coupon. Yeah, we lost another one, Huey.
I lost 2 today, I was asking.
Did you?
But I can't believe how alone we are.
Yeah, we're
I'm feeling
losers.
more alone on this every day.
I hear it all the time, though. I hear
It's so
coupon
odd.
everywhere I go.
And we weren't raised together. Like, we
No.
didn't go to the same public school. We didn't
Yeah.
learn our vocab together.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's fucking weird.
It's weird, man, but it's all good. We'll keep on keeping on. Piercings or tattoos?
For myself or on other people?
Just in general, what you prefer, what you like more.
Tattoos.
Yeah,
I think
like-
they're more artistic.
me too, but I don't have any, and I've always wanted one, but I'm like, I need it to be something I really, really want, because I
Yeah.
don't want to get something and then, like, not care anymore. So I've had ideas of things I wanted to have, but never enough that I was like, I need to have that. Piercings are cool when it's your ears, but then you see people with weird fucking shit pierce, and it just looks painful, and
I mean,
I don't know.
I think
to each
piercings
his
are...
own. Like, if you
Yeah.
like it, like, I'm not trying to say anything about you, whatever. I'm just saying, like, or the weird spacer things in the ears, those freak me out.
Those
I
don't
like
bother me when
those.
they're small. When they're
Yeah.
really big, it's just like, it looks pretty bizarre.
Yeah,
For
especially
me-
when they take them out and then they just have these big
Yeah.
long floppy earlobes. Those are the worst.
Yeah, for me, I'm down with most piercings. Like, I think they look pretty cool. The only ones like piercing your dick. Like, why? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I mean, more power to you if that's what you want to do. But
That's like sadomasochism.
That's
thing,
insane
you know?
to me.
Like, I don't know who's into that kind of shit, but
I want to
apparently-
know.
Yeah, the tongue pierce thing is appealing to me of like what that would feel like, but from the man side, what it would feel like if your partner had a tongue pierce. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird, man. Wingies or drummies?
wingies all the way.
Wingies.
Yes.
Hayman, you got a wingy. You got a wingy, man. Good for
He
you.
understands.
What? He
They
understands.
have better flavor. They have better crunch. You gotta separate the bone, so it's a little bit more work.
It's like more like animalistic, kind of maybe. You're
Maybe.
like ripping it apart.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, bones add flavor, right? So the meat between the two bones, man, that shit is tasty.
And that's also where the sauce can live.
That's true.
When you're having the outside. Yep.
Always come back to the sauce.
The viscosity
Huey
bridge.
Comes back to the viscosity. You're loving viscosity.
I'm gonna
the last
actually
couple
there's gonna be a
podcasts.
unit in the textbook called the viscosity bridge theory.
Batman or Superman?
Batman.
Yeah.
Come on now. Superman, like, Batman.
As a bald man, I love Superman. I'm so envious of his little cowlick thing.
Yeah.
Like, I have nothing
the
against
ability to
Superman.
fly
but-
is pretty fucking
Oh,
cool.
it's awesome. But this is one of my major problems with Superman is like,
I'm more impressed with hairlines than flying. I really am.
And superhuman strength. But that fucking little curl in the front, that thing is badass.
no, he's just too powerful. Like,
Yeah.
Batman's interesting because he's just a guy,
Yeah, he's
and
mortal.
he's a tragic figure. Like, Batman is a classic tragic figure. Everything he does is because he saw his parents gunned down as a child and
Right.
doesn't want anyone else to experience that.
Yeah.
And because he's going to do all this stuff, he keeps himself alone and pushes everybody away so he can never have like love and happiness.
Right.
That's a fucking tragic figure. And again, like, I don't know, flying would be really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Although I have a fear of flying. I guess I'd get over it if I flew. But like, Batman scares the shit out of people who want to hurt other people. That's awesome. Who doesn't want to do that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
He works outside of the law and he rolls with Superman sometimes. Sometimes
Yeah.
it comes to blows, but
Way better cars and gadgets.
way better. Like, Superman doesn't need a car.
Yeah, Superman doesn't need any of that shit because he just fucking soars through the air like a bird.
Clark Kent does. Clark Kent is nowhere near.
Yeah.
Like
Clark
balling.
Kent kid needs to get laid. Think about all the time Clark Kent is fucking pussy blocked by Superman. He's like getting
Yeah.
in with Lois. He's almost there. And then he has to go rescue a fucking burning building. And Lois fucking wets her pants.
See?
And then Clark Kent's like never going to get laid.
It's
no-
a metaphor for the modern working man.
But the question becomes, and this isn't my point. Some stand-up comedian back in the day, I think, but wouldn't Superman, forgive me for being incredibly crass, wouldn't Superman blow a load like a shotgun? Like, wouldn't it knock Lois Lane's head off?
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
I
But
saw
he might not even
Mythbusters on
have
that.
loads. Like he's an alien. We don't even know what's under that fucking little bikini, that little man bikini.
true, but
wears.
he does seem, aside from his powers, he seems pretty human in every way. You know,
Yeah.
like he's got, his anatomy seems to be this. I mean, in Man of Steel, like we saw his junk when he was a baby.
Right.
You know, like
Yeah. It's weird.
I don't know why they decided to put that in, but whatever.
Yeah.
I guess for truth.
Roseanne, original Becky or new Becky?
Well, that's actually an interesting question because, as I recall, so there was original Becky, whose name escapes me.
Yeah, no one knows her name.
Then there was replacement Becky, who was played by Sarah Chalk.
Yeah.
But then they did, I think in the final 2 seasons, they kind of swapped them back and forth.
What?
I read this, I swear to God, I read this like a couple of months ago.
I don't remember that.
Lacey Goranson.
That's it.
Really?
I would say original Becky. I had
Yeah.
more time with original Becky.
Yeah.
I would also like to go on record to say that the show Roseanne was fucking ahead of its time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
great.
Like at the time, every sitcom was about a family where the father was like a doctor. They were
Happy,
rich.
yeah.
They were happy.
Yeah.
We were miserable fucking poor white trash people
Yeah.
just trying to get along. And the ending of the series was like, like that last season where they win the lottery and
Yeah.
spoiler alert,
Yeah.
they win the lottery and everything's happy and you're just like, what the fuck is this? This is so out of nowhere.
Right.
And then you find out, no, Dan died.
Right.
And this whole thing is like a story Roseanne has written in her head.
Right.
And it was fucking heartbreaking. And it was a
Yeah.
great way to end the show.
Yeah. It was like they were poor and they were kind of mean to each other, but it wasn't mean in the way that Married with Children was mean.
No.
Where they were like really downright mean. Like there was still love. It
Yeah.
was like real. It seemed like a real family. Like
Absolutely.
they cared about each other. They made fun of each other the same way I make fun of my family and like mocked each other. But like underneath it all, it's like I got your back.
It
and-
wasn't malicious intent. It wasn't
Yeah.
spiteful. It
Exactly.
Was
It was
people
just like
getting
people
along,
making
getting
fun of
on.
each other, and yeah, it was
Yeah.
a great show. Roseanne, if you happen to be listening to this, I'd love to have you as a guest on the show. Roseanne, you're welcome anytime. You can fucking rant. I know that for a fact.
Damn straight.
Yeah, it says that old Becky reappeared as Becky for what was supposed to be the final season of Roseanne, and then left the show again.
That's weird. I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
But the last season of the show was the only year they didn't crack the top 25
oh yeah,
until the finale.
crazy.
Interesting.
Call or text.
Text,
Yeah,
generally.
you're a younger guy, a bit younger. You like texting. How about cocksucker or motherfucker?
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like you cocksucker. I don't know. To me, it sounds a little bit more crass, but it's not as fun.
Yeah.
You motherfucker. It's
Yeah.
just so good. It's so expressive.
Did you watch Boardwalk Empire?
I watched like the first 2 seasons,
Oh yeah.
I think. And
I
then
love that show, but there's a scene where Chalky White, Omar from The Wire,
Yeah.
Michael, he's got 3 names.
Yeah,
His 2 other names.
yeah,
You know who I'm
K
talking about? He's
something, yeah.
Omar.
Michael K. Williams.
Yeah, Michael
Yes.
K. Williams. Good call. He at one point he called someone a motherfucker, and everyone looks around each other like they've never heard that word before. He's like he's from the black part of town, and they're all these like rich white guys, and he called someone a motherfucker, and Steve Buscemi turns to his friend and is like, "What is a motherfucker?" Like, and it was hilarious. That was like the invention of the word motherfucker according to that show. It's a good show. How about favorite Justin Timberlake or Trudeau?
Timberlake.
Yeah.
Trudeau is like, I mean, he's gorgeous.
They're both pretty boys.
They're both very pretty, but like, can Trudeau sing? I don't know. He speaks great French. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But
He can
like
box. He had a boxing match, but yeah, Timberlake's a triple threat.
Timberlake, like I hated him at first just because of the NSYNC, the sort of guilt by association.
Yeah.
Saw him live at SARS Stock, and
yeah.
like I was really embarrassed with Toronto that day because
Yeah, so was I.
people were fucking throwing shit
Oh.
at him.
Oh,
I thought you meant
remember
that we booked him.
I remember that story.
And like
Yeah.
and the thing was, we paid the Stones like $5 million to play that show. They sucked, by the way.
They sucked. ACDC fucking
blew the house
stole
down.
it.
Oh, I remember.
Stole it.
Remember that
But
story.
we paid them like $5 million. Justin Timberlake was on tour in the States at the time, I think, and he paid to bring his own crew to come and
Right.
play just to help out the city.
Right.
And then we fucking pelted him with shit.
Yeah.
Well,
But like
he decided to come to a rock concert with ACDC. It was his
Yeah.
own fault.
And he's a pop
like
star.
He's
like
a
he
fucking
should have
punk.
known, but
if I
he
could
was
piss that far, I would have pissed.
But
Instead, I threw a bottle.
the fact that he was like on stage with flaming lips was cool.
Yeah.
I think he was in like a dolphin costume dancing around. But like the dude can sing, the dude can dance, the dude can act. But
He's
most
funny, he makes
for
fun
me,
of
that's the
himself.
biggest thing. He is
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
like
and he's self-deprecating. Which
absolutely.
I like.
Once
he hosted SNL a few times and did all
he's
those
funny.
bits, like
he's
those
funny,
were-
but what did he expect at a rock show? Like,
Yeah.
right, it was
seriously.
a bad call, but he was
was
trying
a
to help,
bad
and I
call.
respect that.
Yeah.
But for me, and you brought up SNL, and for me, like that's kind of the bar. Like when I see, athletes aren't usually very good at SNL. I remember Gretzky doing it years ago, and it was like
Oh my God.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Gretzky in Hawaii. That's a great
A lot of
sketch.
actors aren't even
Waikiki
good at
hockey?
SNL.
Yeah,
SNL's hard.
Waikiki
Like, it's a
hockey.
hard
SNL's
thing to
damn
pull off
hard.
reading cue cards and all that, and even some actors are not good at it. So.
Well, and I did sketch comedy for like 3 or 4 years, and like it's tough, and they only have a week to like get their shit together
Yeah.
and do shit every week.
Yeah.
But like Justin Timberlake went on it, he killed it. Even like I never really cared about The Rock. I was never into wrestling, whatever. He hosted SNL. I was
So
like,
great.
dude, you're the man. And now
I agree.
that song from Moana,
Yeah.
that You're Welcome, like now he's even better in my eyes. Like
Yeah.
now I just love that man.
Anyway, let's get into you got something to rant about, Corey? What do you want to rant about today?
You're not going to give me the question of Trek or Wars?
I don't want to get into it. It's too long.
The answer
It's got to be wars, right?
the answer is always fucking Wars. Are
Right.
you kidding me?
Exactly. So why
on
even?
now.
Why? I do that because you're a movie guy. I didn't want to get into that with you.
The answer is always wings. The answer is always coupon.
No, disagree and semi-disagree with coupon.
Smooth. At least give me smooth.
Smooth peanut butter?
Yeah,
No,
that's the right
crunchy.
choice.
No, crunchy is the one.
I like crunchy peanut butter. Actually, I should plug. So I mentioned that I'm going to do a cooking show on my channel, The Food Court. The first episode is I'm going to be teaching everybody how to make peanut butter cups. So you're going to want to check that out. It's actually really easy, and they taste exactly like the real ones.
I'm a big fan of dark chocolate peanut butter cups.
All you have to do is melt dark chocolate instead of milk
I
chocolate.
will watch that episode.
All right.
And I like me some peanut butter cups. Yeah. What do you want to rant about, Court?
Well, first thing I would like to talk about is commuters. I don't drive because I respect other people's right to life. So I take the bus, I read my book, I take the subway and whatever. But I don't understand, like, I had a friend who once used to say that there's nothing common about common courtesy, and I think that's pretty spot on. But it's like when people get on the subway, and I've been saying this for years, like, about the same time they lose their cell phone signal, their fucking brains just turn off. Like, you see people, like, on the subway on the way down today. This dude was eating a Big Mac on the subway. Whatever, I don't care.
I care about that, but
Like,
yeah, go on.
I'd prefer you not to eat, but sometimes I know you're on the go. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes it's got to have... I've done it.
Yeah.
Fucking guy gets up and just leaves his garbage on the seat. Like, really? Dude, you're going to be walking right by a garbage can. What is your problem?
Yeah.
How hard is it? Like,
Yeah, that's just disrespectful.
people on the bus
Seriously.
clipping their fucking nails.
Oh my god.
Whoa. I
That's
have
like-
never seen that.
I've seen that
for
a
people
couple
who
of times.
commute a
Those
lot
are
more
fighting
than
words
me
for
and you
me.
do, see a lot more shit than we do, I think.
It is disgusting. And even worse than that, well, I don't know if it's worse. It's more of an assault on the senses. This happened to me a couple of months ago. And it wouldn't be as bad on a subway train because they're so long and spacious, but on a bus, a woman was painting her fucking nails. Like, that shit reeks.
Yeah.
It smells like paint thinner. And,
Yeah.
like, we're all on a little bus.
I
And
don't
it's...
like the smell, but I could get
Oh, I hate it.
I would take that over Big Mac, the smell of that.
But, like, we're on a bus in the winter, so that,
Yeah.
like, the heat is blaring, and so this smell is like... What are you thinking?
Yeah.
Another thing that, like...
Hold on.
Yeah.
Before you get off the commuters thing, I once saw a guy, an older gentleman, digging into his ear with a toothpick,
Oh, God.
like treating like a toothpick, like a Q-tip,
Oh, no.
and like wringing it around, trying like there was something in there, like he was trying to get something out, and then he took the toothpick out of his ear and wiped it on the pole.
Oh, come on
Oh,
now.
Fucking, I almost puked
Never
right
go down
there.
TTC
And
ever again.
yeah, it was. I learned me. I don't hold the poles anymore. I only hold the high up ones. And
Holy
I'll
shit.
often just hold like the ceiling because I don't want to touch. And I'm not a big germ person even, but that thing with the guy rubbing his
That's
earwax on the pole
revolting.
was like, never again will I touch a pole. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know, my other problem is with commuters. I wear headphones a lot because I don't like talking to people like a lot of the time, or people I don't know. So people will come up to you, and I'm wearing my 2 headphones in both ears, and someone will come up to you and just start talking to you.
Yep.
Like to ask you what the next stop is or whatever. And like, I'm courteous, I'll help you out, but like at least, and then I take my headphones off and they're mid-sentence, and I'm like, are you talking to me? It's like, at least give a little tap on the shoulder of like, can I ask you a question? Do you mind taking your headphones off? Fucking old people that just walk up to you and start fucking talking. Or, yeah, people that want to have a conversation with you, that drives me crazy.
When you're
I
walking
don't
around
care.
outside and you're on the phone and someone
Yeah.
just comes up and starts talking to you, like,
Yeah.
do you not?
Yeah.
Now, I will say about the germs, I'm not a germaphobe either, but usually when I get off the subway, I want to wash my hands because
Yeah.
you just don't know, right?
Yeah.
But on the Young University Spadina line, line 1, on the which I think is all the new trains at this point, but I have read this, and again, I can't verify it, but I've heard other people say it too. The bars that are wrapped in the red, that material is some kind of material that like germs just don't stick to.
Oh yeah, it's like antibacterial.
Yeah.
Something.
Now, granted, if there's a fucking snail trail of earwax on it, that's not going to work. But
right. Oh god, it's making me sick just thinking about it. This is like probably 20 years ago I saw that, but still, it's stuck in my brain.
Yeah, it would.
I was like, yeah. Oh my god. And it was like a packed train and the guy was like right next to me. That's even like I lived in New York for a year and I rode the subway every day and I never even saw something other than like human feces sitting in the middle of a train car, which you don't get in Toronto, luckily, which is a New York thing. But I will say those new subway trains are amazing. Like I gotta get on mushrooms one of these days and go ride one of those trains all day because that shit trips me the fuck out. Like when it goes around a corner and everyone disappears and then it comes back and they all reappear again in front of you like magic. It's like I don't even need to be high. I like when I'm on that train, I feel high because it's so fucking trippy.
My only problems with the new trains, I have two distinct problems. One, the fact that it doesn't have separate cars. So like, that was the one thing you had when there was a fucking crazy person on the train. You could get off at a stop and go to another car. Right. That was nice. Yeah. Also, I find the speakers like the down, down, down. Some of them are so fucking loud. If you're sitting under them, it's like an assault on your ears. It's like. But another thing, one more thing I want to mention about commuters. I see this all the time because I live uptown, so I see this all the time at Finch Station. But you come up out of the platform, and then to leave the fare paid area, there are those turnstiles you go through, right? Yeah. And there are 3 in a row, and they're all at about a 1 foot increment away from each other. And fucking 30 people will line up for the first one, and no one goes to the other 2. I'm like, it would literally take you a quarter of a second to walk to the next one, and then you can go straight through. Yeah. I don't know, like, is it just like...
stupidity?
Stupidity? Is it mob mentality? Is it like, are we all just fucking sheep? I don't know, but it just...
Yes, and yes.
It boggles my mind. Or, fucking a couple weeks ago, I was coming down the escalator, and there was a group of 3 chicks who were probably like 16, 18, something like that. And they decided the bottom of the escalator was the place to stop and have a group chat. Oh, God. It's like they're fucking people on this motorized escalator. We need to get off. Fucking move. Yeah. Oh, it drives me absolutely crazy.
Cool. Good rant, Cord. I buy it. I totally agree. Fucking people on subways are the worst. Yes. Fucking people, get your shit together. God damn it. Anyway, thanks for coming in. What do you want to plug? You got anything to plug?
Well, I'll plug my my YouTube channel and I guess my written reviews as well. So the YouTube channel, be aware, there's only one video there. I just launched it the other day, so
I've seen it. You're somewhat translucent in it, but you're figuring it out, and that's the important thing.
I did a couple green screen tests last night, and it was way better. I got myself further away from the screen. I changed the lighting, so it's getting there. Cool. So I'm going to have a review of A Cure for Wellness and a review of the Lego Batman movie up very soon. Cool. Spoiler alert, one of them fucking sucks. Was very angry. I'm
assuming it's Cure for Wellness, but I'll find out when I watch on your YouTube channel.
You will. So,
what is the channel?
It's on YouTube. It's called Court Shake, and
1 word or 2?
1 word.
Okay, cool.
And I'll just give you the link for my written reviews that we can throw on there because it's too hard to explain.
Cool, man. Sounds good.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Peace.
Later.
That's another one for the books. Court was great. Glad to have him in. Glad to have all the guests in. We had a good time, and I hope you come back for more. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Come Rant With Me Podcast. You can email Matt at comerantpodcast@gmail.com. Microphone supplied by Sure Canada. The music under me is Grays. The song is Complaint Rock. They're a Toronto band. Check them out everywhere you get good music. This has been an SG Audio Network production.